Hey everybody, how you doing? Hope you're having a good week. Hope you're all safe. So this week we're going to continue talking about bugs. So last week we talked about caterpillar. This week we're going to talk a little bit about ladybug. All right. So this week we're going to talk a little bit about the body parts of a ladybug, and then maybe later on this week when we meet up in class we'll talk about the life cycle like we did last week. All right. So here we go. Let's talk a little bit about the ladybug. Okay, here we go. Let's start off by drawing our little ladybug, okay? We're gonna start with the head. Okay, so this is gonna be the head. Remember, on the head, they have these two antennae. All right, they have the antenna. All right, remember those antennae are there for the ladybug to smell and so she can taste, so she can find food. Okay, so they use their little antenna and they see what they can smell in the air, and that's what takes them to their food, so they can eat. Okay. On their head, they also have their two eyes. Two eyes, so they have two eyes and two antennae. Now, what's interesting about a ladybug is that they can't see very well. They don't have very strong eyes. They actually don't see in color. They only see black and white. That's why they use their antenna a lot to help them find food. That's what they rely on the most, because their eyes can't see that well. They actually only see black and white pictures. They can't see colors like us. Okay. Okay, so that's their head area. And then they have their thorax. Remember thorax, their body parts? So that's their thorax. And in their thorax, they actually have different body parts as well. They have a body part called the elytra. This part right here is called the elytra. And the elytra is a hard shell, and that's the part that you see on the ladybug that's red. This red area is called the elytra. And it's there to protect the ladybug in case another animal tries to bite it or tries to eat it. It has this hard shell to protect it, and also to protect its wings, because its wings are very soft and fragile. So this area has to protect the ladybug. All right, and the elytra also has its dots. And different ladybugs have different amount of dots. Some have more, some have less. All right. So that area is called the elytra. Remember, it's there to protect the ladybug and protect its wings. Okay. And the elytra is divided into two pieces. So the elytra opens up, and underneath are its wings. And when it wants to fly away, it opens it up and takes out its wings, and that's how it flies. Okay. And the elytra can be a lot of different colors. We have a lot of different ladybugs. Most of them are red, but we also have yellow ones, orange ones. There's some green ones. So they could be different colors. Okay, so remember, we have the head with the antenna, so it could smell and taste. His eyes, that don't, remember, they don't have very good eyes, so that's why they use their antenna. And then we have the elytra on their thorax. Remember, this body part is their thorax, and this part of the thorax is called the elytra, where we have the color and the dots. And what's interesting about the color as well is that the color is there to protect the ladybug, because if an animal that wants to eat it sees that it's red, it gets scared. It thinks that it doesn't taste good because of the color. So that's why ladybugs have that color. Okay. So a ladybug also has legs. They have 6 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But they don't just use their legs like we do to walk and run and jump. Their legs are very special because they can actually smell with their legs. They can also smell with their legs to help them find food. We can't smell with our feet, right? But they can. So they use their legs to smell food and also try to find food, because remember, their eyes don't work that well. Okay, and another special thing about their legs is that when they get scared, or if there's another animal trying to eat them, they secrete this little ooze. It's kind of like slime that comes out of their feet and their joints, like this. And that is very, very smelly, and it does not taste good. It's stinky. So when an animal tastes it, an animal that's trying to eat it, if it tastes it, it leaves it alone. It does not want to eat it because it thinks it tastes bad. And it could also be poisonous to the animal. All right, so that's how a ladybug protects itself. Okay. So let's go over the body parts one more time. Let me color this in real quick so it can look more like the ladybug. Just like that. Okay, there you go. So remember, we have its head, which has its antennae. And what are the antennae for again? Remember, so it can smell and it can taste, so it can find its food. Okay, it also has its eyes. Remember, they can only see black and white. Remember, they can't see bright colors like they can't see red, they can't see orange, yellow. All they see is black and gray. That's why they need their antenna so much. That's why they're so important. And down here, remember, on their thorax, which is their body, they have the elytra. The elytra is a hard shell, the red with the dots, that protects their body and protects their wings that are inside the elytra. Remember, it opens up and the wings come out. They also have their legs. How many legs do they have? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And remember, what's special about their legs is that they can smell with them, and also that they let out this ooze, this little gooey stuff that also tastes bad and smells bad, so the animals don't want to eat them. Okay, so that's a little bit about the body parts of a ladybug. And during class, we'll talk a little bit more about them, why they're so good for our garden, all right, and about their life cycle, how they hatch and how they grow. All right, my friends, and I'm going to put some pictures on here for you so you can see different kinds of ladybugs as well, okay?